Hi, I'm Lori Forsty from Corey Hill Nature Center. I'm at the Prairie House where an exciting project has been unfolding over the past several months. Joel Dennett, a Minnesota master naturalist and prairie enthusiast, saw an opportunity to enhance the educational programming here by restoring the land to native prairie. Joel has decades of experience restoring native prairie throughout our county, including many acres at his former home. In cooperation with Rochester Park and Recreation, 1 acre of land was chosen here near the Prairie House and prepared for planting. I'll let Joel tell you the rest of the story.
Hi, I'm Joel Dennett, and I'm standing in a prairie that I planted over 30 years ago. Okay? This prairie is the product of many years of growth. When you look at it, it's not something that you would see after 1 or 2 or 3 or even 5 years. And it's the sort of prairie that I want to have at Corey Hill so people can see it and enjoy it. A prairie like this can really enrich the educational opportunities that you have. You can go out and you can look for bees, you can look for beetles, you can look for butterflies, you can look for moths, you can look for flies, you can look for weevils, you can look for leaf miners. All that diversity right there within a few feet of where you're holding the class. Native prairie plants are good for a number of reasons. One is that they're beautiful. There's a lot of attractive nature to them. The other is that they really serve the insect native population that are here. And some people may say, oh, insects, do we want insects? Well, insects are much of life on Earth. If you want to have insects, you're going to have really native plants. Each native plant has associated with it a certain number of insects that are particular to that plant, that will really work well with that plant. Sometimes pollinating, but more often actually eating the plant. The process for creating a prairie is you have to weaken the existing vegetation so these prairie seeds will have a good chance. There's different ways to do that. You can mow aggressively. If you really want to do the best job, you kill it off. Here at Corey Hill, we're killing off an area using herbicide, trying to eliminate a lot of the competition. But then come winter, we will plant the seeds. We will scatter the seeds on the ground. We'll let the snow and melting snow pack them down tight to the ground. And that will be good enough. That's a natural process. It mimics the natural process. And they'll be ready to go first thing in the spring. There'll still be weed seeds there. There'll be some aggressive plants. We want to keep them from taking over everything. And so we will try to mow that over. And we'll do that again and again. All through that first growing season, into the second growing season, into the middle of the summer. And then we'll let them go. That second year, we'll start to see a few kinds of plants blooming. But many kinds of plants will take 4, 5, and more years to come to bloom. So it'll be a few years before we'll start to see anything this florific, but it will happen, I guarantee you.